I actually kind of grew up in like the perfect family. I grew up with two parents that were there. I grew up with two sisters. I went to a good school. I went to private school. I went to a good college. I had everything that I needed and most of what I wanted. I didn't really face any obstacles that I didn't put there myself. I wanted to have fun. I felt entitled, and I didn't really care about any of the consequences of that. And the consequences caught up. I would sacrifice a lot of things so that I could continue living the lifestyle that I wanted to live. There were times when I would miss holidays. There were times when I would be at holidays but wouldn't really be present. There were times when I would spend a Mother's Day church service getting high instead of being with my mother. And then I would say there was probably countless times where you have that line in the sand that you say you're never going to cross. And there's countless times I crossed that and drew a new line in the sand, and cross it again, and draw another one, where I would compromise my moral integrity, or I was raised right, so I knew everything wrong that I was doing. It's hard to do those things, but it's really hard to do them when you know they're wrong. You're doing them anyway, because you know the guilt and the shame is going to be there later, but you're still doing it. A lot of times when I was in addiction, I didn't feel like I was deserved to be free. I didn't feel like I'd done anything to earn freedom. I talked with youth pastor in my church when I was in my 20s and I was trying to get clean. I'd tell him, like, I don't feel like I deserve grace and mercy because I didn't earn that. And he would tell me that, it's not something that's earned, it's given, but I struggled with that for a long time, and I don't think that anything I did got me to where I am. I think that the prayers of a lot of people close to me were answered because I wasn't praying for it. Just between my wife, my mother, and my grandmother, who was alive at the time, they never gave up on me. Now that I'm a parent, I have kids, I want my kids I don't want them to go through what I went through. As a father, I know that I'm gonna fail. So if I can't be the best example for my son that I think I should be, then I need to help show him the way to the best example. I think that the life of Jesus is that, and learning to live in tune with God is something that I have struggled with, and I'm trying to make progress. I grew up with a good life, but then I've been homeless, I've been locked up. So I've been physically locked up, and then I've been mentally locked up for years with my addiction. And
you know that God loves you?
yes, I do. Even though I didn't want to believe that for a long period of time. Yes. Because he lives, I am free.